For these flowers, I'm using piping tip 104, and this is kind of the largest of the petal tips in the normal set, which is 101 to 104. 101 is the smallest. And I decided to do these directly onto the cupcakes because it just avoids having to put things, take flowers off of sheets and put them in the fridge and harden them up. And to do this, these are hydrangeas, so you don't need to do the full flower, just do the outer petals to begin with, and then go back and kind of, finish the flower. And see, I'm just doing two, I'm just kind of looking to see where the holes that need to be filled up are and how many I need to do on each one. This one, the gap was a little bit bigger, so I did 4 petals instead of 3 or instead of 2. Um, and you just keep doing this the whole way in. When you get to the middle, now on this one I did a 5-petaled flower, which is not really a hydrangea, but that's okay because you're just going for the effect. And once you've got the whole thing filled in, just look for places that need to be covered up and flowers that look like they could be finished to make it look a little more realistic. And you just want that blossomy look. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is not photorealism. So that's the first one. Now the second one, I'm just going to do, I just was going to do like a fantasy flower, and it ended up kind of looking like a carnation. So that's okay. But I started with the bottom petals first because that's usually the hardest one. When you're doing these, if you start in the middle and work your way out, it's hardest to fill in that outer petals on the very edge. Now you can start in the middle and work out, but if you're doing it this way, it builds it up from the outside in, and then those center petals are going to be raised up off of the cupcake a little bit, and you don't have to worry about piping a little amount of icing to get the center taller. There's many ways to do this. So this is how I just decided to do these. I'm just messing around and see how it's starting to look kind of carnation-y. So you can call it a carnation. I was calling it a fantasy flower because I wasn't really going for any specific type of flower. But I think this looks cute. And if you put them all together in a little cupcake bouquet arrangement, it's going to look very cute on a dessert buffet, and people are going to be impressed. Now this was a rose, and I did one to begin with, and I didn't like it because I did start in the middle, and I decided to do the same thing. So I'm working with the outer petals first just to lay down like a foundation. And now I'm going to go back in and start a little mound in the center that I'm going to use to build the rose out. And this is just piping a rose the normal way. I mean, there's nothing tricky about this. You're just piping kind of a rainbow shape, like a little strip, the kind of down and up, down and up, down and up. And you just work your way out. As you get toward the edges, you can make the cupcake a little tiltier or just tilt the piping bag. Just depends. But you want the piping bag angle to be at a sharper angle than it was right in the beginning. And then as you're done, go back and fill in the edges. Now this one is going to be hard, and see how I'm twisting. This is why we get carpal tunnel. This is why buttercream piping is hard. But it ends up with a nice flower. Put these in the fridge to harden them up to make sure that those outer petals don't get smashed, because they will, but it's cute.